Who is Clan Verminoth? Why is an Umbaran sharpshooter fighting alongside a clone trooper? Will I actually be able to answer any of this? Probably not, but I've had 2 espressos and a weird amount of free time, so let's speculate. Welcome to Zero Command, your source for all things Star Wars Zero Company. Today we're breaking down the squad, who they are, what we know about them, and what makes this ragtag crew one of the most interesting lineups we've seen in a Star Wars game. Let's start with the squad leader. Hawks. He's the guy you play as, but there's more to it. We know he's a disgraced former Republic captain. Something went horribly wrong during the Clone Wars, and whatever it was, it ruined his career. There's a good chance it was the Battle of Sarash, a known Republic disaster, but the game hasn't confirmed that yet. What we do know is this. Hawks didn't just fade away, he became a mercenary and started building a squad of specialists from all across the galaxy. We've got clones, Mandalorians, even people who used to fight against the Republic, not alongside. He's smart, level-headed, and not too picky about who he works with, as long as they can get the job done. And that's how we end up with a squad this weird and this good. Also worth noting is Hawks is customizable, so you can choose their species, gender, appearance, class, which means even though he has this rich backstory, you shape who Hawk becomes. Next, we've got Trick, the clone trooper with past. Now Trick, real name CT-3301, is your heavy weapons guy. Clone trooper, loyal, witty in that dry, slightly traumatized kind of way. He fought in the Clone Wars under Hawk's command, and whatever battle ruined Hawk's career also left Trick injured. Since then, he's stuck with him. There's a bond there, like a quiet, unspoken, I've got your back no matter what kind of loyalty. Trick brings the big guns, literally, DC-15 blaster, rocket launcher, all of it. And his armor, it's been through hell. Burn marks, dents, even a patched up hole over one eye lens. The guy's a walking war story. But he's not all business. Apparently he loves games of chance, cards, dice, whatever. Which is honestly a nice touch, makes him feel like more than just another clone trooper. And then we've got Luco Bronc, from enemy to ally. And here's where things get tense. Luco's an Umbaran. If that name rings a bell, it should. The Umbara arc in Clone Wars was brutal. The Republic invaded Luco's homeworld, and he was on the other side of that fight. So yeah, it's safe to say he hates the Republic, and yet, here he is, working with a former Republic officer and a clone trooper. He's the squad's sharpshooter, whose incendiary rounds comes off volatile and sharp-tongued, but he's also dealing with some serious resentment. He watched his world get invaded, people he cared about probably died in that campaign, and now he's working alongside by side with someone like Trick, who almost definitely fought in that same battle. There's a lot of friction between the two, but the fact that Luco's here at all says something about how serious the threat they're facing must be. He wouldn't be fighting alongside the people he hates unless the stakes were galaxy-level bad. Next, we've got Cly Cullervo, the last of her clan. Cly Cullervo is the Mandalorian gunslinger of the group. She's one of the last surviving members of Clan Verminoth, which, yeah, we've heard of them before, but the name is probably a nod to Summer Verminoth, the tentacle monster from Solo. Anyway, Cly is here for one reason: revenge. Her clan was wiped out, maybe by Death Watch, maybe during Maul's takeover of Mandalore, maybe something else entirely, but whatever it was, she wants blood, and she's not exactly here to make friends. She's got the full Mando look, Beskar armor, blasters, her vibe is pure gunslinger. Cool under pressure, deadly in a fight, and not interested in playing nice. And rounding out the squad, we have Tel-Rea Vokoss, a Padawan of the Tognath species, the same species as Edrio Tutus from Rogue One. Tel-Rea's master is dead and she's trying to complete their final mission. She's calm, disciplined, and totally out of place in a squad full of mercenaries, snipers, and vendetta-driven Mandalorians. The devs haven't confirmed her lightsaber style, but she's shown wielding a green blade and appears to be a capable Force user with a lot to prove. So yeah, Zero Company is a mess, but in the best way. You've got a disgraced officer, a wounded clone, a bitter ex-separatist, a vengeful Mandalorian, and a Jedi on a personal mission. It shouldn't work, but maybe that's the point. This squad isn't about ideology. It's about survival, purpose, redemption, revenge, and sometimes just getting the job done. If you enjoyed this breakdown, give it a like, maybe subscribe and drop a comment. Who's your favourite squad mate so far? And what do you think Hawks did to get kicked out of the Republic? Thanks for watching, this is Zero Command, signing off.